Hi, I'm Jo and welcome to episode 9 of The Knitting Bird. I hope you're all well. I'm really good, thank you. We've had some really nice, it's been a nice week, a lot of progress on my knitting, lots of stuff happening. Today's going to be just a bit of a bonus video. My little girl breaks up for the Easter holidays on Thursday. So I thought today would be the ideal opportunity for me to sit and film. My husband's just gone out fishing with a mate of his for the evening, and my older boy is at work, and so I've got a spare hour this afternoon before I have to pick my little girl up from transport to do a bit of filming. So this is going to be just a bit of a chit chat. The progress I've been making on my whips in the last week, it's the same whips that was going on the last episode. So if you haven't seen that, go to the last episode. And yeah, just a bit of how much I've been getting on with those projects. And there's a couple of things that I want to try and there's some things I want to finish, and there's some things that I want to cast on as well, in the midst of trying to get a lot of work done on my Gansey as well. So and I think I've got a purchase at the end as well. So yeah, let's get started. So I shall show you my granddaughter's cardigan to begin with. I think you've seen that I'd finished the left side last time. I'm sure you've seen that last video. So it asks you to put the stitch markers where you're going to put the buttons, because when you do the other side, that will give you when you should be doing the buttonholes. So you follow the pattern for the left side as for the as for the right side. So you follow that the same, but it's just the other end of the work. So that's that, and then the back's done, so you've seen the back. And I'm hoping, and this is the ones with the buttonholes on the side. And as I said in the previous, the button band's all done within the garment. So it's the 7 stitches there, and the buttonholes are really easy. I sometimes struggle with buttonholes. They either come out too big but these are just a yarn over. So it's I think it's knit 3, yarn forward, knit 2 together, and on the back, on the opposite, so you're back to 7 stitches, and then on the other side you just knit the yarn over. So I've done that much of that. It's 6 buttons, so I've done 2 buttons, 2 buttonholes, but it's 6 buttons, so I'm really pleased with that. I did find, my mum gifted me some buttons a long time ago, and I find the perfect buttons. They're all different. So we've got some that are flowers, and then we've got some that are stars, but they're all really colourful, which are brilliant. So I'm going to mix and match them. I'm going to do them all. It'll either be all stars because of my OCD. It'll either be all stars or it'll all be all flowers, because I'm doing my daughter the same cardigan, but I think I'm going to have to do it. Definitely doing it in a bigger size. So those are the buttons for that. So I shall decide. I might, because I see my granddaughter on Monday, so I might get her to choose what buttons that she wants to put onto what one's her favourite, so she can choose what she likes. So that'll be exciting, because she likes to pick out what she likes. We all like to be individual, don't we? So that'll be good. So yeah, that's that one, and it's the, as I've shown you before, it's the double knit 5424 King Cole pattern, and it's a double, it's either a long sleeved or a short sleeved. It's a really good pattern, this one. It's really simple to follow, King Cole patterns are, and you just seam it all up at the end. So yeah, you pick up a knit for a small button band that goes around the top and along. So that would be really good. So yeah, so that's that one. The other one is I have finished an item, but it's not a full item. So I finished a sock. Oh, I should have my sock blockers out, but they're upstairs. There we go. I've tried it on. Oh, and it fits perfectly, because my first one I knitted was a little bit too long. So I now know this is my perfect sock. So that's really good. I love the colours. And I've started with the other one, because I'm one of these that once you've cast off the sock, I start a sock straight away. So you haven't got that second sock syndrome. I've done the cuff, which I do for 1 inch, and then I do the leg of the sock for 4 inches this time. And they look like they're about nearly gonna match. I don't mind if they don't match. The blue is a little bit longer than the blue on the casted on one, the new sock, but yeah, I'm not too bothered if it's matching or not, but I'm glad I've been able to do that. Now this will be car knitting. I have been knitting the Gansey in the car as well, so any opportunity I'm knitting every day anyway. So I want to get these done. Yeah, so, and then the wool, sorry, is, I'm going to make a right mess today, the Perfect Pair. And it's from Knitcraft by Hobbycraft, which is my local sort of haberdashery yarn shop, and it's 75% wool and 25% nylon. And as I've said before, it is I'm used to knitting with merino and nylon sock yarn. So I picked this up because it was cheaper than West Yorkshire Spinners, just to have a try of it really. It is quite nylon-y, but I haven't really noticed it's got a bit better using it now, so that's good. So that's that, and that's my socks. Oh, and my other finished item, as you can see on my thing, is my cat. Oh, do you know what? It's my little girl absolutely loved this cat. The cat's called Georgie, and he's amazing. Little parlour cat. As I was trying to finish the tail of the cat, my daughter come running up to me and grabbed the cat and gave it the warmest hug. She was like hugging it like this and smoothing it, really, really lovely. And she absolutely adores this cat. I'm hoping you can't see, but there's a lot of fluff all over the cat. Black always picks up the dirt, doesn't it? So she really loves it. She took it to bed and put it on her windowsill oh, so she is so adorable. So the cat's called Georgie, and it's off a programme that she watches called Waffle the Wonder Dog, and the next door neighbour has a white cat called Georgie, and she watches that programme all the time. So we named the cat Georgie. Oh, I love it. The only thing is, my older boy now wants me to knit a couple for him and for his daughter, my granddaughter. But I'm afraid he's going to have to wait. So cute. Oh. You can sit up there Right, so the other thing that you'll always see within my podcast is a Gansey. So this is my Jana Gansey. Oh, we're doing really well now. So from last Wednesday, I haven't knitted on this every day, and I should be knitting on it every day. Yeah, so from that green up, since last Wednesday, I've knit 1.5 inches. So that's really, oh, that's so good. So I believe, and I don't like to measure Ganseys very often, I've got to knit this now until 17 inches. I believe it's on 9.5. So I've only got 7.5 inches to go. And then I'll be on the really good bit where I've got the pattern, and I'll be doing the gusset, half of the gusset in the round. And then I'll be knitting it flat as well. So that'll be a bit more interesting for you to see. But at the moment, it doesn't look, it doesn't look like I've done a lot. But because of the nature of the small stitches, it takes a while. And me and my husband's going out to my father-in-law's tomorrow. So I should be taking this to knit in the car. I knitted it in the car yesterday as well. I can do a whole round in half an hour. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Any opportunity, and I'm knitting on it really, as long as the light's good and I've got a spare half an hour, I shall be knitting on this during the day. And then in the evenings I tend to sort of pick up my granddaughter's cardigan, and in the mornings before the school run and transport, I've got a bit of time to kill then, and then I pick up my socks to knit. So yeah, that's a bit, as I've said previously in previous episodes, I enjoy knitting on the Gansey. I just love the small stitches and how neat and lovely it looks when you're knitting on them. I wore mine the other day, and everyone was saying how cold they were, and I was like, no, I'm nice and warm and cozy, because it's such a dense fabric, you can't see through the material, so it's a very dense material, and they are very warm to wear. Because here in Plymouth, it's quite miserable today, it's quite dull, and it is a bit chilly. So I think my husband's going to find it difficult, or find it cold, when he's going fishing with his mate this afternoon. He's fishing into the night. But he is wearing his Gansey, so hopefully that'll keep him nice and snug and warm. And let's hope, fingers crossed, he comes back with a fish. That'll be nice, won't it? Oh, nice bit of bass or a mackerel. That'll be really nice. We can live in hope, can't we? We can live in hope. Yeah, so that's I know it's a bit samey, and that's the same thing on the needles, but I need to make progress on that Gansey. Yeah, so I need to make progress on it. So I was thinking in the car yesterday when we were out and about what I want to cast on for me for summer. I haven't got many cardigans in my wardrobe. Well, I've got one. The last cardigan I had, it was my first ever cardigan I made, and it was made out of Aldi's acrylic yarn, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'd just lived in it for the last 4 or 5 years, and it was getting a bit bubbly, and it was just not nice. My husband said, "You're not wearing that cardigan again, are you, Jo?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I think it's time to get rid." All the buttons, it was wooden buttons, because I was putting it in the wash quite often because it's acrylic wool. The buttons were all going wooden, and they were all chipping, and it did look pretty nasty. So my husband said, I think you need to knit a new one. So I asked my mum kindly last year for some yarn for my birthday, which was King Cole Merino Blend DK. I was watching the knitting forecast and she was using it, I think, on an Olga petite knit Olga jumper, and I thought, oh, and she said it was really nice yarn, so I've bought a cardigan quantity, I think, because they're 50-gram balls. 96% pure new wool and 4% viscose. The shade is 3801, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that or read that on there, but that's what the colourway is. And it's nice because it's a cream, but it's got speckles of colour in that, flecks of colour in it, which is brilliant because in the summer I live in shorts and t-shirt and it's easier when I've got my little girl, it's easier to be running around in shorts and t-shirts than frilly dresses, so I tend to wear a lot of t-shirts, and the flecks of colour is really lovely. It's a really soft yarn. It says it's anti-tickle, so I'm happy with that. So the pattern I'm going to knit is the Pouf, and it's from hedgehogfibres.com, and I believe I'm going to knit the small. Yeah, I think I'm going to knit the small on that one. I don't want it like massive and big. It's just a throw on when I'm cold, sat on the beach and stuff like that. So that's the Pouf. So I'm hoping to cast that one on. So once my granddaughter's cardigan's done and dusted, I will then I'm hoping to cast that one on. And then there's another one I want to cast on, and it's called the Besties hoodie. So last summer we went on holiday, and I kept seeing people in knitted hoodies, and I said to my husband, I want one of them, I want one of them. And it's from Tin Can Knits. Now these patterns are really good. I am sure I paid for this pattern, because they do patterns that are all free. But what I like about Tin Can Knits, especially this pattern, the sizes go from a 3 to 6 month to a 6XL, which is loads of sizes. It does newborn through to 8 to 10-year-old, a woman's extra small to a 6XL, and a men's small to a 6XL. So there's lots of sizes within that. And also with this pattern, you can do it in Aran, worsted, heavy DK, light DK, sport or sock. So you can do it in any of those yarn weights, and it will tell you what your gauge is, what your gauge needs to be for each of those. I'm going to do mine in a light DK, which is uses a 3.5mm and a 4mm needle. And I've decided to go to, you can see the page, there's lots and lots of pages. I've decided to do a medium, which will give me a 44-inch. I want something that I can something baggy when I'm on the beach and it's cold, and something just to throw on. It says that for an adult, it's 6 to 10 inches of positive ease, and for a child it's 4 inches of positive ease. It also gives you, and also what it's really good is it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways you can knit it up. So you can knit it with a hoodie with a pocket, a crew neck sweatshirt, the body. It will just give you the approximate how much yardage for the so you can knit them up in different ways, but it also tells you how much yardage to use for each part of it. So the pocket and the hood, the sleeves will give you, and it will tell you what yardage to use. But you can also knit them just like a sweatshirt, or you can have it with a pocket but no hood. You can knit it either way, whichever way you like. But I'm going to knit it the full with the pocket, and I think it's got an eye cord, so you can pull it in if you want with the hood. So I've been excited to knit this for ages, but the Ganseys just take priority at the moment. And as I said in previous videos, I've got like another 3 on order after this one. But once as I said a minute ago, once my granddaughter's done, I can knit these in the evening. So that's my plan. And the plan is, and I'd like you to put some comments at the bottom of the video. So I've got some Aldi yarn to use up. I want it sort of, I'm trying to use up my stash. So I've got this light grey Aldi. It's 100% acrylic. So I've got light grey. I've got this, I don't know what colour this is, a lilac. And this is the Knit Craft by Hobbycraft. Oh, caught my nail in it. So it's DK yarn, 460 meters. Make the change. This yarn is made using recycled bottles. So I've got 4 balls, 400-gram balls of this. I've got 3 balls of this left, and I've got this King Cole Splash double knit, which was for something else, and I can't remember what it was for. I think it was for a colourwork jumper or something, and I didn't get around to knitting it. It's been in the cupboard for a while. I believe I bought it in Teignmouth Yarn Shop when we went to Teignmouth a couple of years back. So that's the King Cole, and it's 100% acrylic, approximately 320 yards, 290 meters. And I thought that would go nicely together. Yeah, so my thought was to do this for the body, this for the sleeves and for the pocket, and then this for the hood, but I don't know if I've got enough yarn for that for the hood. But I think they all go nicely together. So if I'd like to, you put a comment down below to see what you think, which way around should I do it, which you think would be good. Or I could do this as the pocket. So I'm really undecisive. I don't know what to do for the best. But they all go together. They look really good together. Yeah, so happy with that. So be able to get that going. And I don't know, you can probably see in the photo, the arms, they've got like the ribbon a different colour to the arms. It's all different colours, but that's the only quantities I've got that's enough to make the whole jumper. So I'm really excited to be knitting that. I believe the construction is you do the back to the armhole, and then you pick up stitches on either side and knit those down, and then knit them and then join in the round, I believe. I haven't read the pattern. My friend tells me off because I try and read the whole pattern and then I overthink everything that I do, so I've got to try and stop doing that. Yeah, so that's it for knitting wise, I believe. Yeah, so I've done really well, I think, this week. It's just trying to get fit in time to do it, and by the time my daughter goes to bed at 8:30, I'm really quite tired and just want to go to sleep. So the other thing that I bought, the other thing that I got this week is this book. It's from Charlotte Stone, and I've seen a little YouTube short, and one of them was to knit this, I think it was Kiss a Frog. There was frogs on there, on the socks. My mum loves frogs, so I thought, oh, I'll see if I can get the pattern for that. The pattern I think was like £5, a bit less than £5. And then I looked and I thought, oh, I can get the book. And because I got it off of Amazon and then got it posted to the post office, which was a free delivery, it was cheaper to get the book than... It seems cheaper. It was £14 to get the book, but it means I've got more knitting patterns in there and there's some really good ones in there. So it is a paid for book. But my daughter loves watermelons. So I'm going to have to knit watermelon socks, aren't I? And they've got fancier copper. They're just, see if I can find the frog socks, because that would be good, wouldn't it? They got gnome socks as well. My daughter-in-law loves gnomes. Oh, they're really cool. It just means I can't find, oh, I like them as well. Skull socks. Oh, I can't find it. It's always the way, isn't it? Ah, Kiss a Frog. There we go. Huh? Love that. So I said to my husband, oh, that means now I have to buy yarn to knit the socks, because all of my yarn in the cupboard now are all variegated, so it's all got, yeah, they're all variegated sock yarn. So he told me, no, I'm not allowed to, because I have to finish my Gansey first, which is very fair. It's totally fair. So there'll be it will be a Christmas present for my mum anyway. So it won't be a surprise, because my mum watches my YouTube channel. Yeah, so that's that really. That's all my knitting related stuff. So a little bit of a catch up about me, I suppose. So I went to my little girl's school this morning. Now, my little girl has additional needs. She started her secondary school in September and she's just come on leaps and bounds. She's very limited speech, physical and yeah, she's quite a challenge little girl. But this morning we were invited to her school because every term they do an award ceremony, and Annabelle got an award for physical movement. So this is the first one she's had. She's had a lot of stars of the week since she's been there, which is fantastic, absolutely brilliant. They really do praise her up, and she's such a lovely little girl. We went there this morning and I cried, of course I did, and I'm crying now. they put all there was different categories. So there was physical movement, friendship, communication, hard work, and Annabelle had the physical movement certificate, and she got a medal as well, and she went up on stage with her TA to receive the medal and certificate. I'm so proud of her, so proud of her. She did really well. 6 months ago she wouldn't have even got up on stage, I don't think. And she went around and hugged everybody afterwards because she was really chuffed that she got her medal. The TA gave us the wanted to give us the medal so we could take it home, but Annabelle didn't want to let go of the medal. She wanted to keep it for herself. And do you know what? I don't blame her. It's her medal. So yeah, so that was really good. And then this afternoon I've come back and I've gone to see a friend. And then this afternoon I had an email from the school that we won a raffle. Well, we won 2 raffles. And the raffle we won was a big hamper. They do a raffle for the, they have a 6th form at my daughter's school. And they like to do the prom like they do in mainstream school. And so they did the prom, but they need funding for that prom. So they do a raffle every year to help the 6th formers have a prom like everyone else has a prom. And we put money into a raffle. It wasn't much. It was, I think it was £1 a ticket. So we just put some money towards it and we won a hamper. And the teacher had emailed me saying, we can't put the hamper on the transport because it's got alcohol in it. So obviously my little girl, she goes to school on a minibus. So I take her and pick her up from the minibus every day. So tomorrow morning we're going to go out to her school and pick up this hamper. God knows how big it's going to be. Oh, I'll have to film it and show you all because I'm overwhelmed by it all. She's just done so amazing, bless her. She's 12, and she's so adorable. She's so adorable. Yeah, so that's been my day today. I've been crying and an emotional. Oh, it's silly, isn't it? But it's so good to see how far she's come. Yeah. So she'll be breaking up for half term tomorrow. She'll be looking forward to having some time off school. She gets very tired, bless her, so it'll be nice to have her home. My husband's just retired from work on Monday, so I've had him home, but it'll be lovely because that means we can go out in the car places because I don't drive, so we're able to go out places, do things and have a really good time. I have got 2 older boys as well, so one doesn't live at home. He's moved out and he's the one who's got my granddaughter, and she's going to be 5 in May. And then I've got my John, he's 21, so he's just gone to work today. So yeah, busy house, just busy. But when Annabelle's at school, it's my time and I can knit all day if I want to knit all day. So and knitting has really helped actually since I started it. Knitting's really helped. Annabelle was quite difficult when she was younger. She's a little bit more easier now that she's older. It's still hard work, but my knitting helps me through all that, really does. And this YouTube channel's helping me too. So please like and subscribe. Please comment about the Besties hoodie, what you think, which colour is going to be best. yeah, so that's a bit about me. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you have a fantastic Easter holidays. That's if you have got an Easter holiday off. I hope you have some time this weekend because it's Good Friday and then Bank Holiday, Good Friday and Easter Monday and Sunday. So I hope you have some time off and you can sit and do some crafting. So yeah, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm hoping I'll have things finished, a sock finished, my granddaughter's cardigan should be finished, and then I'm going to cast on for my summer cardigan, and then I'll wait to hear in the comments about what colours you think I should do, which way around I should do the pattern. Until a couple weeks time, happy knitting. Bye for now.